Mic check, testing, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Testing. Good? It was this button right here. Hello, good evening, and welcome inside the Royal Brome Pavilion, where we have a GNAC volleyball match for you tonight between the Seattle Pacific University Falcons and the Simon Fraser clan. My name is Max Gunn. Great to have you with me on Stretch Internet tonight. Starting lineups are being introduced down on the court, but just before that, a moment ago, Simone Tran, the star setter for the Falcons team, was presented with a game ball from last Saturday's match at Alaska Fairbanks when she became the SPU program all-time leader for the most assists. Simone Tran now has 4,049 assists and has 2 more matches to add on to that total, with tonight against Simon Fraser and then in the season finale coming up on Saturday against Western Washington. Simone Tran broke the record previously held by Jenna Von Moos, who had 4,009 assists in her career here at SPU from 2003 to 2006. So congratulations to Simone Tran on becoming the new assist leader in SPU Falcons volleyball history. And again, she was presented with the game ball from Alaska Fairbanks, and the Falcons certainly thank Alaska Fairbanks for passing along that ball from the match last week. National anthem is about to get underway, so we'll send it down to the court and the starting lineups right after that. There you have it. Beautiful renditions of both national anthems prior to tonight's volleyball match. First, O Canada for Simon Fraser, the only Canadian team a part of the NCAA from Burnaby, British Columbia, just outside of Vancouver. And then, of course, the Star Spangled Banner. So we are set to go here at the Royal Brome Pavilion. My name is Max Gunn, welcoming you to the broadcast this evening. Here are the starting lineups. First for Seattle Pacific, it'll be Gabby Odo, Amanda Gannetti, Simone Tran, Maddie Batiste, Haley Gaines, Sean Crespi, and Gabby Stegmola to start for Abby Wright's team. And on the other side, head coach Gina Schmidt puts out this starting lineup for Simon Fraser: Katarina Dolgic, Tamara Clark, Betsy DeBeer, Angelica Kilberg, Bianca Tay, as well as Julia Tays and Tessa May. Seattle Pacific trying to snap a 4-match home losing streak here at the Royal Brome Pavilion. The Falcons 11-14 this year, 9-9 within the GNAC Conference, while Simon Fraser 13-11 this season and 10-8 in GNAC Conference play. Seattle Pacific coming off of a split on their latest road trip. SPU went to the Alaskas, Anchorage, and Fairbanks. They won in 5 games against Alaska Anchorage and fell in 4 games to Fairbanks. Now they're back home for their final 2 matches of the year. After today's contest against Simon Fraser, the Falcons will get Western Washington on Senior Day, and the Vikings a perfect 18-0 within the GNAC Conference this season. They are the number 2 ranked Division II volleyball team in the NCAA. So Simone Tran, the assist leader in Falcons history, picked up that honor a couple of matches ago, will serve us off, and we are underway at 7:06 p.m. here at the Royal Brome Pavilion. And Simon Fraser will pick up the first point of the day. Bianca Tay back to serve for the Clan. What a dig there by Simone Tran, and Haley Gaines picks up a kill for SPU, and we are all even at 1 point apiece here early. It was Angelica Kilberg picking up the kill for Simon Fraser for the first point of tonight's match. And now Mally Donahoe will come in for Maddie Batiste, and Donahoe will go back and serve it up for SPU. Off it goes. That one was dug out of there by Betsy DeBeer. Tran setting up Sean Crespi, a little bit too strong. It goes out of bounds. And a point for Simon Fraser. Tamara Clark, the junior setter, back to serve it up for the Clan, wearing their road reds this evening. Haley Gaines pokes it over, but a nice job on the return by DeBeer. Now Gabby Odo fires, but it goes out of bounds, and it's 3-1, Simon Fraser. This is the 45th all-time meeting between SPU and Simon Fraser. There's another point for the Clan. Tessa May, who leads the Clan in kills with 287 on the season, 3.34%, picks up her first kill of the day, and the Clan have a 4-1 lead. Now Odo trying to counter. Now DeBeer, nice job by Donahoe to get in front of that one. And another point for Simon Fraser. That's Tessa May again, back-to-back kills for her. And the Clan up 5-1 here early in the first set, but SPU leads 30-14 in the all-time meetings coming into tonight. The Falcons have beaten the Clan 3 straight matches, most recently on September 8th in Burnaby, when the Falcons won in 4 sets. 5 serving 2 now. Amanda Gannett back to serve, and she picks up an ace. Amanda Gannett with her 26th ace of the season pulls the Falcons to within 2. In that 4-set match in Burnaby in September, the Falcons lost the first game and went down 1-0, but rallied and won the next 3 to put it in the victory column. 6 serving 3 now. Simon Fraser out in front early in the first set. Betsy DeBeer will serve, the junior from West Vancouver. May right there again, able to convert. Tessa May, such a force in front for Simon Fraser. Middle blocker stands 6'3". Nice job by Gennady and Simone Tran double teaming to prevent that from being an ace, but Tessa May moving to her right, slams it home, and it's 8-3. Clan lead it early. Tessa May is also fourth in the GNAC with a .365 hitting percentage. Here's Gabby Odo. Nice dig by Clark, and that one way too strong. It goes out of bounds, and the Falcons pick up the point. And now Haley Gaines, the senior, will go back and serve for Seattle Pacific. The Falcons will have senior day here on Saturday against Western Washington. Haley Gaines, one of four seniors that will be honored. As Tessa May picks up an ace. Or a kill rather. Now she will go back for the serve. Gabby Odo with her first kill of the day now. Nice dig by Amanda Gennady. Tran shuffles it over. Nearly picked up the point. DeBeer able to get it over for the Clan. Now here's Maddie Batiste. Big hit. That stays in bounds, and Maddie Batiste gets her first kill of the day. Now Seattle Pacific within 3. It's 9-6. Maddie Batiste had a career high 14 kills in the last match against Alaska Fairbanks. Aaron Gould into the match for Seattle Pacific. Batiste firing again. That one's a little too strong. Out of bounds it goes, just barely. And the Clan take a 10-6 lead. Now Julia Tays, the sophomore setter from Winnipeg, Manitoba, serves it up. Odo, what a hit by Gabby Odo. That's kill number 2 and the 7th point of the first set for the Falcons. Back to within 3. It's 10-7. Gabby Stegmoller back into the match, and she will serve. This is a Simon Fraser team that has hovered around the 500 mark most of the year. A couple games above or below. A couple above now at 13 and 11. There's another point for SPU as Tamara Clark hit that right into the Clan side of the net. And Seattle Pacific down just 10-8. Simon Fraser coming into tonight's match at 5th in the GNAC standings. Falcons in 6th place, trying to pick up a game. And that is down for another point for Simon Fraser. Julia Tays able to get it in there. The setter is also a threat offensively, has 61 kills to go with her 929 assists this year. And the Clan take a 12-8 lead. Katarina Dolgic serves, and it's an error. Too strong on the serve, and Seattle Pacific back to within 3. Down 12-9. Now Simone Tran will serve it up. And Angelica Kilbert picks up her 5th kill so far tonight. Kilbert, a transfer from the University of Manitoba. And now it's 14-9, Simon Fraser. There's Maddie Batiste. Clan need to get it over. And they do. Tessa May in front. Now here's Haley Gaines. What a shot from Haley Gaines, the senior opposite. Haley Gaines, what a season she is having. Her lone season with Seattle Pacific, transferring from Concordia, Irvine in California. Rattled around, Gannetti setting up Haley Gaines, and it's tapped in front by DeBeer. There's May, too strong, out of bounds it goes. Did it touch one of the Falcons? Yes, it did. And it's 15-10, Simon Fraser, they go up by 5. Tamara Clark serves, here's Gabiotto trying to get one back, but it's out of bounds. Just barely on that end line. And the 6-point lead now for Simon Fraser is the largest they have had here in this first set. Tran setting up Sean Crespi. It's in. And Sean Crespi. No, they said it was out. And Abby Wright, the coach of the Falcons, coming over to one of the officials. Yes, it was a point for the Falcons. So Sean Crespi gets a point after all. But a kill for Tessa May. And Abby Wright will call a quick timeout for Seattle Pacific. Falcons down by 6 here early in set number 1. It's 17-11. Clan lead on the road. We'll be right back. You're listening to SPU Volleyball on Stretch Internet. Welcome back to the Royal Brome Pavilion. Max Gunn with you on Stretch Internet as the SPU Falcons out of the timeout, down by 6 here in set number 1, down 17-11. Betsy DeBeer will serve for the Clan, dug out of there by Amanda Gannetti. Simone Tran setting up Mally Donahoe, but right there to dig it out was Tamara Clark, and now the Clan get another point. Their largest lead of the set now, 18-11. Tessa May once again able to convert. Simone Tran races to get it, and Odo sends it over. Dug out by DeBeer, and it's shuffled over by Julia Tays, the setter. That's her second kill of the match. I mentioned that she can be a threat offensively as well, and boy, has she proved to be early on. And DeBeer commits a service error, and the Falcons get a point back. Still down by 7, 19-12. And Haley Gaines will go back to serve it up for the Falcons. SPU going for a season sweep of Simon Fraser. If the Falcons can pull out a victory tonight, that one stays in for Tessa May to put the Clan up 20-12. But if the Falcons can pull out a victory on their home court tonight, it will mark 2 straight years that the Falcons have swept the Clan in both of their season meetings. Down by 8 here in the first set. May will go back and serve it up, and off it goes. Tran setting up Stegmoller. Heavy hit from Gabby Stegmoller. And the sophomore middle blocker able to pick up the kill. Falcons down 20-13 now as Gabby Odo goes back to serve. Big strike by Pinckney, but it was denied. Now Maddie Batiste with a big shot of her own. And a soft toss gets over for Kirsten Pinckney, the junior from Red Deer, Alberta. Competed for the Alberta national team in the U16 and U17 levels. Gets that one to fall to put Simon Fraser back up by 8. And there she is again, but Stegmoller got a hand on it in front. Pinckney will try again, and she gets it to fall. And Abby Wright wants to take another timeout for SPU. A 9-point lead for Simon Fraser here in the first set. They lead Seattle Pacific 22-13. We'll step aside and be back. You're listening to SPU Volleyball on Stretch Internet. Back here at the Royal Brome Pavilion in Seattle. Max Gunn with you on Stretch Internet tonight for this GNAC volleyball matchup between Simon Fraser and Seattle Pacific. The Clan with a 22-13 lead in the first set. Seattle Pacific just called their second timeout of the set. And now Julia Tays out of the timeout. Will serve. And she commits an error. And the Falcons get a point back, now 22-14 is the deficit. Simon Fraser committed a lot of attack errors. There's a service error for Stegmoller to put the Clan back up by 9, but Simon Fraser made a lot of attack errors in their first match against the Falcons back on September 8th when the Falcons won in 4 sets. Seattle Pacific had 6 fewer kills than the Clan that day, but also had 12 fewer attack errors. What a job in front by Tamara Clark, who is 4th on the team in kills, picks up 1 there to give the Clan a 10-point lead in the first set. Now Katarina Dolgic will serve, and she commits an error. It is set point. 24-15 is the score, and Simone Tran will serve it up for SPU. Crespi with a nice job in front. Long rally here. Simone Tran setting up Sean Crespi. Going to be tough, and it's a point for the Falcons. Julia Tays tried to get there. She nearly went into the first row of seats here at the Pavilion. A quick 2-0 spurt for SPU. Still down by 8. 16-24. It remains set point. Big strike from Clark, denied by Odo. Now Maddie Batiste shuffles it over, but it's dug out of there by Tays. Sean Crespi reaches over in front, but it's kept alive. Now here's Batiste. Out of bounds it goes, and the first set tonight is going to go to the Simon Fraser Clan. They take the first set by 9. 25-16 is the score. It's a 1-0 lead for Simon Fraser. Second set coming up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You're listening to SPU Volleyball on Stretch Internet. Max Gunn welcoming you back inside the Royal Brome Pavilion on the campus of Seattle Pacific University. Simon Fraser on the road here, coming from Burnaby, British Columbia. Take a 1-0 set lead. And the score in the first set was 25-16. Tessa May led the way with 8 kills. For Simon Fraser, Julia Tay set her up nicely. She leads the match with 9 assists so far. One leader in kills. For the Falcons, Haley Gaines, who has 3 so far. And Simone Tran, what else is new, leading the Falcons with 7 more assists as she just adds to her total. She is already the Falcons' all-time assist leader in their program history, and it'll be a milestone day for Seattle Pacific here on Saturday. They will play the 1,000th match in their volleyball program history against Western Washington on Senior Day. Away we go in set number 2. Julia Tays gets us off. Falcons looking to make it 1-1 heading into the break. Team switch sides. Gabby Odo keeps it inbounds, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Falcons. Gabby Odo had 396 kills last year, which was an SPU record for a sophomore. And adding a whole lot more to that here in her junior season, and of course in her senior campaign next year as well. She's approaching a personal milestone herself. More on that in a moment. Sean Crespi and Odo combining in front, but it doesn't find the hardwood. Crespi will try again. And a miscue there. It goes towards Gabby Odo's way. She wasn't expecting it. Now it's 1-1. For Gabby Odo. She coming into this match just 44 kills away from picking up 1,000 in her career. Odo so far tonight with 3 kills. Haley Gaines with a big shot, dug out of there nicely by Julia Tays. And now Clark will pick up the point. But Gabby Odo, if she doesn't get there in the final 2 matches this season, she most certainly will get there in her senior campaign of 1,000 kills. Sean Crespi picks up a point for SPU to tie it at 2 points apiece. There are only 6 1,000 kill players in Seattle Pacific history. So we'll keep an eye on that, likely on Saturday, that she could achieve that. Canetti with a nice dig. Gabby Odo. And Simon Fraser will pick up the point. Angelica Kilbert. Able to convert, and the Clan take a 3-2 lead in the second set, but then they commit a service error, and the Falcons tie it up again, 3-3. Already here in the second set, we have more ties than we had in the first set. Falcons were able to tie it up just once, but Simon Fraser had control and pretty much led the entire way. Falcons need to get it over, and they do. Simone Tran able to shuffle it across. Nice job by Maddie Batiste in front of the net, paired with Gabby Stegmoller, and the Falcons take their first lead of set number 2. It's now 4-3. Amanda Ganetti to serve. A little pop-up right in front of the net, and Tessa May able to handle it, get it over. What a dig by Ganetti coming back. And Batiste's hot shot. Dug out by Bianca Tay. Here's Haley Gaines. But Tessa May just too tall. At 6'3", able to jump high in the air and smack it down. We're tied again, 4-4. Nice dig there by Gabby Odo off a hot shot from Katarina Dolgic. May gets it over and finds some space. She just shrugged her shoulders after sending it to the other side of the net. She wasn't going for a kill, just trying to keep the rally alive for the Clan, but nobody was home for the Falcons. Able to find some space. 5-4, Simon Fraser with a lead. Batiste ties it up. 5 serving 5 now in the second set. Maddie Batiste, I mentioned she had a career high 14 kills last week against Alaska Fairbanks. Playing a much bigger role here in our sophomore season for Seattle Pacific. Her career high was just 4 kills last year in her freshman year as the Clan take another lead, 6-5. Betsy DeBeer will serve it up for Simon Fraser, and that one stays in for an ace. The Falcons let it go, thought it was headed out of bounds, and it just barely stays in. 7-5, Clan lead it. Odo. DeBeer with a really nice dig there. Here's Stegmoller. Denied by May in front. Batiste with a little soft toss. Julia Tay is able to bat it into the air and keep it alive. Long rally here. Simone Tran in front of the net. Hit it out of bounds. That is 2 very close points in a row that go Simon Fraser's way. Simone Tran, 5'8", able to leap up and get both hands on it to send it to the Clan side of the net. That was right there, and it looks like they are going to take a look at it. The Falcons have challenged it. It was a bang, bang play. Both officials right there signaled out. So they will take a look just to be sure. As it stands now, it is 8-5. Simon Fraser in the second set. They already have a 1-0 lead. Talked about Simone Tran earlier and how she is now the assist leader all time in Seattle Pacific volleyball history. And she's also number 3 on the all-time GNAC assist list. The only players ahead of her were Central Washington's Kate Rome, who played for the Wildcats from 2001 to 2004, and Western Washington's Liz Bishop, who played for the Vikings from 2000 to 2003. All kinds of records that Simone Tran has in a Falcons uniform, and still has another match and some change to add to it. So the officials still over by that replay monitor. And while they continue to look at it, we will get you caught up in some other SPU sports news. Basketball season officially begins for both the men's and women's teams this week. The Falcon men will be on the road in Chico, California at the Mac Martin Invitational. SPU plays Cal Poly Panoma on Friday at 5:30, and then Chico State on Saturday at 7:30. The women team is at Western Washington to take on the Vikings in the West Region crossover tournament in Bellingham. For all the latest sports news regarding Seattle Pacific Athletics, you can go to www.spufalcons.com. Call on the court stands after that lengthy review, and it remains an 8-5 lead for Simon Fraser here in set number 2. So close on that far end line. Simone Tran with a great thought and nearly executed it perfectly. Just out by the slimmest of margins. So we're ready to resume here at the Royal Brome Pavilion. Betsy DeBeer will serve it up again for the Clan, and away it goes. Dug out of there by Odo. Tran setting up Stegmoller. And a big hit for Tessa May, who is able to convert once more in front. May now with 9 kills. And there's an error committed by DeBeer. So the Falcons get the point and serve back. Down 6 serving 9. Mally Donahoe sends it off. DeBeer with a dig. May set up, and May kills it. Kill number 10 for Tessa May, who got to play with her older sister Devin at Simon Fraser. Devin was a senior while Tessa was a freshman. They overlapped for a season with the Clan. Gabby Stegmoller gets a point back for Seattle Pacific. And the Falcons down by 3, 7-10. Stegmoller will serve. Dug out by Tay. And now Kilbert. Too strong, and it goes out of bounds. Point for SPU on a quick 2-0 spurt. There's an error.
Point Simon Fraser on the service error. 11-8.
Stegmoller
Serving Julia Tays.
hits it out. So 11 serving 8. Simon Fraser with the lead, and Julia Tays will serve it up for the visitors. Donahoe digs, set up by Tran, and Gabby Odo picks up the kill. That is kill number 4 for Gabby Odo. That leads SPU so far tonight. And the Falcons back to within just 2 points, 9 serving 11. The Falcons have dug themselves some early holes here at home, trying to avoid going down 2-zip. Here's Haley Gaines, and she picks up the point. Falcons within 1 now.
Point Falcons, Haley Gaines. Point Falcons on the double hit. 11-all.
We are all tied up, 11-11 now, but Simon Fraser takes a 12-11 lead on the kill from Kirsten Pinkney. Apologize for some technical difficulties. Appreciate you bearing with us here on Stretch Internet. As you likely have noticed in the bottom part of the stream that you're watching, the score is not updating accurately, so all of us here at Seattle Pacific University are working on that. We appreciate your patience and bearing with us. I'll try and give the score as much as I can here, and the score is 12 serving 12 as the Falcons tie it up on a kill from Haley Gaines. So a really good second set here, after it was pretty much all Simon Fraser in the first set when they went on to win 25-16. It is 12-12 midway through set number 2. Betsy DeBeer with a hot shot dug out of there by Ganetti. Now Gabby Odo trying to give the Falcons the lead, but it's sent back over by Simon Fraser. Now Crespi will try. A lead indeed. Sean Crespi gives the Falcons a 13-12 lead in this second set. Crespi, who recently moved into SPU's all-time top 5 for total blocks, picks up a kill there, and she gets another. Sean Crespi again in front of the net. Make it 14-12 SPU, and Simon Fraser wants a timeout. What a run by Seattle Pacific. This 2-point lead is their largest of the set. 14-12 the score. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back. You're listening to SPU Volleyball on Stretch Internet. Another block there prior to that timeout for Sean Crespi. I mentioned she's in the top 5. She is at number 3 in the all-time blocks list at Seattle Pacific. Had 425 coming into the match tonight. She started last week at number 5, but picked up 4 at Alaska Anchorage to tie Nikki Lowell for the number 4 spot, and then had 6, including a career-high 5 solo blocks at Alaska Fairbanks on Saturday to climb into the number 3 spot on the all-time blocking list. 14-12, Falcons in front, but now it's 14-13. Betsy DeBeer gets the point in front of the net. DeBeer third on the Clan in kills coming into tonight's match. And the Falcons go up 15-13. Sean Crespi with another kill. Playing terrific volleyball of late. Falcons up by 2. DeBeer sends it over. Tran digs it out. Now Gennady will set up Maddie Batiste, going for the kill, but Tessa May able to get a piece of it. Now Haley Gaines fires. That's dug out by Tay. And a long rally here. Gaines hammers it home. Haley Gaines gives the Falcons a 16-13 lead. And she leads Seattle Pacific with 6 kills on the night. Tay just able to get that one before it hit the floor to keep it alive. Stegmoller hits it off of one of the Clan. It was tipped, or so the officials say. Looks like Gina Schmidt may challenge this, and she will. That one definitely went out of bounds. Just a matter of it if one of the red shirts touched it. Gina Schmidt has handed her challenge card over. So the official will indeed go to the replay monitor. As it stands right now, it is SPU 17, Simon Fraser 13 in the second set. It is a 1-set-to-none lead for Simon Fraser. They took the first set 25-16. Gina Schmidt in her 6th season as head coach of Simon Fraser. Took over in March of 2013, and she wasted no time turning around the Clan program. In her first season, she led the team to an 11-13 overall record. And that was pretty remarkable, despite being 2 games below the 500 mark, considering that the Clan only picked up 4 wins or less each of the previous 3 seasons. Schmidt is a native of Alberta, and prior to joining Simon Fraser, she was the top assistant and recruiting coordinator at the University of Montana. So homecoming for her back in Canada, leading this Simon Fraser team. Simon Fraser, I mentioned earlier on in the broadcast, the only team in Division 1, 2, or 3, the only Canadian team, rather, to be a part of the NCAA. Simon Fraser made a bid in 1997 to join the NCAA, but had their bid shot down, and then in 2009 they reapplied, and the NCAA finally approved them to begin competing in 2011, but that actually was bumped up a year after the GNAC approved them to start in 2010. So since 2010, Simon Fraser has been the only Canadian team in the NCAA. The official still looking at the replay monitor after that last point. Looks like he's come to a conclusion. And the verdict is a point for the Falcons. So the call stands on the court. And it's 17-13 SPU with the serve. Amanda Gennady will try and push the lead further for Seattle Pacific. DeBeer gets it over. Dug out by Haley Gaines. Here's Maddie Batiste, but it will stay alive as Gaines goes to retrieve it near the first row. And now Tessa May sends it in. And the Clan back to within 3, 14 serving 17. Tamara Clark will serve, and away it goes. And another point for the Clan. Double hit violation called on Seattle Pacific. 15 serving 17, Clan within 2. And an ace for Tamara Clark. Clan within 1, 16 serving 17. Falcons let it go, thought it was heading out, and it just barely stays in. Nearly another ace there. Gannetti gets down low to dig it out. Gaines's bid was denied, as was Tessa Mays. Now Betty Batiste hits off the top of the net and continues to rattle around. Long rally here. Batiste reloads, tries again. Nice dig by Dolgic. Slowing things down now. Here's Haley Gaines. This might be the longest rally of the night. De Beer picks up the point, and Simon Fraser is on a 4-0 spurt. And they have tied up this second set at 17-17. And that prompts head coach Abby Wright to call a timeout for the Falcons. 17-17. We'll be right back. You're listening to SPU Volleyball. This is Stretch Internet. So out of the timeout, Tamara Clark will serve for Simon Fraser. A 4-0 run by the Clan has made it 17, serving 17 in the second set. The Clan looking to grab a hold of this match as Maddie Batiste sends in a kill to snap that 4-0 streak and give the Falcons an 18 serving 17 lead. Clan are looking to go into the breakup 2-0 while the Falcons are trying to make it 1-1. The second set so important. Stegmuller nearly got that one down, but a really nice dig by Julia Tays. And an equally good dig there by Bianca Tay, with the whistle blows. And a point for the Falcons. An attack error on Simon Fraser. 2-0 run for SPU. They're up 19 serving 17. Gaines comes out. Erin Gould comes in. We've seen her inserted by Abby Wright as a serving specialist. The freshman from Kent, Washington. Was a 4-year starter at Kentwood High School. And another point for SPU. Double hit called on Simon Fraser, and Gina Schmidt wants to take a timeout after her team scored 4 points in a row. Out of the timeout that Abby Wright took, the Falcons have put up 3 points in a row. They have a 20 serving 17 lead. We'll step aside, be back in just a moment. You're listening to SPU Volleyball on Stretch Internet. So Erin Gould will serve for Seattle Pacific out of the timeout. And away it goes. Falcons leading 20, serving 17. Make it 21, serving 17. Another point for SPU. And now we are going to See a sub come in for Simon Fraser, Nicole Chevrier, the junior middle blocker. Will take her spot on the floor. Gould will serve it again. And it goes out. And that'll snap the 4 straight points for the Falcons and bring the Clan to within 3. It's 18 serving 21 in this second set. Max Gunn with you from the Royal Brome Pavilion. Great to have you aboard for the ride tonight. Way too strong. That goes out. Kirsten Pinkney thinks it was touched. She's looking at the officials, but no sign comes. And it's a point for the Falcons. They're up 22-18. And Mallie Donahoe will come in to serve. Donahoe sends it away, dug out of there by Tay. Pinkney nearly got that one down, but a really nice dig by Aaron Gould. Now Odo. That one was heading out of bounds, but Clark got a hand on it, and that one stays in for the Clan. Kirsten Pinkney. It was the captain and MVP of her high school volleyball team her senior year. Went to Notre Dame High School in Red Deer, Alberta. Clan down by 3. 19 serving 22. And now Jamie Bratsburg comes in for the first time tonight to serve. Big hit by Gabby Stegmoller, but it goes out. And now it's 20 serving 22, and Abby Wright wants to call a timeout. Abby Wright trying to make sure her team doesn't unravel here in the final points of this second set to ensure that her team goes into the break tied up at 1 set apiece with Simon Fraser. We'll be back and conclude this second set on the flip side of this break. You're listening to Falcons Volleyball on Stretch Internet. Out of the timeout, Jamie Bratsburg will serve again for Simon Fraser. Down by 2, 20 serving 22. Deep into the second set, Gabby Odo trying to put the Falcons up by 3, and she does. Gabby Odo with a kill. That is her 5th of the match. Tied for second most on the Falcons team tonight. Stegmoller serves. That one is out of bounds for a point for Seattle Pacific, and now it's set point. 24 serving 20. Stegmoller will try and send the Falcons into the locker room with a 1-1 tie. Gould keeps it alive. Nice job by Tran to get it back to her. Tapped around and sent over by Pinkney. What a dig by Odo. Tran sends it over. Whistle blows, and a point for Simon Fraser. Not done yet in the second set. Now 21 serving 24. Again, we apologize for some technical difficulties that the score bug at the bottom of the stream is not reflecting properly. So I'll continue to update you after each and every point. Odo into the hands of Julia Tays. Now Pinkney again, and Pinkney brings Simon Fraser to within 2, 22 serving 24. That last point always seems to be the toughest to get when you're trying to close out a set. Here's Odo. Somehow, that ball is kept alive. but not for long as Angelica Kilbert, who's a blocking specialist for the Clan, picks up a kill there. And it's 23 serving 24. Clan on a 3-0 run. Odo hits it into the Falcons' side of the net, and we are all tied up at 24 points apiece. A 4-0 run by Simon Fraser. And now it's win by 2-time. Crespi back on the Falcons' side of the net. Odo gets it over, dug out of there by Tay. Long rally, Tran. Nice dig by DeBeer, and a point for Simon Fraser. Tamara Clark with her third kill, and just like that, it is set point for Simon Fraser. Odo tapped around, saved by Donahoe. Tran has to get it over, and she does. And Simon Fraser comes all the way back to take the second set. A 6-0 run. They were down 24-20 and take the second set 26-24. That was Angelica Kilbert again there at the end. To give Simon Fraser the set win. So they go into the break with a 2-0 lead. The Falcons just unraveled towards the end of set number 2. Let that late lead slip away. Had set point several different times, but could not get that final point to make it 1-1. So 26-24, the final in set number 2. Set number 1 went to Simon Fraser as well, 25-16. We will take a break, come back. Falcons will look to come from behind big time and take this 1-5. Set number 3 coming up just a couple minutes. You're listening to SPU Volleyball on Stretch Internet. We are all set to go for set number 3. The Falcons have a big mountain to climb, down 2-0 after Simon Fraser took the first set 25-16 and took the second set 26-24. Falcons were up 24-20 in that second set, but let the late lead slip away. But they're off to a good start here. Haley Gaines picks up the kill to make it 1-0 in set number 3. Falcons will need to take each of the next 3 sets, try and win this one in 5 tonight. My name is Max Gunn. Thanks so much for joining me on Stretch Internet tonight. Gabby Odo sends it over, but was denied by Julia Tays. Long rally, Odo tries again and picks up the point. The Falcons were able to limit Tessa May, who had 8 kills in the first set, to just 3 kills in the second, but Kirsten Pinkney had 4 kills in set number 2 to sort of make up for that production, especially late, to give Simon Fraser the lead. Haley Gaines hits it out, and that'll be a point for the Clan, 1-2. Bianca Tay sends it away. Bianca Tay's 2 older sisters also played volleyball, so Coach Gina Schmidt always talks about Tay's high volleyball IQ from watching her older sisters. And now it's 2-2 as Tay serves it up again. Betsy DeBeer able to knot up the score. And now it's 3-2. DeBeer with another kill. Tipped off of one of the Falcons. 3-2 now. Clan in front. Abby Wright has never lost to Simon Fraser. Perfect 3-0 against the Clan in her nearly 2 full seasons as SPU's head volleyball coach. It's now 4-2 Simon Fraser. Clark, nice dig by Simone Tran, and now Haley Gaines will try and execute, but Tessa May right in front, standing tall to bat it back to the other side. Donahoe to Tran, gets it over. And the whistle blows. That is an error on Simon Fraser, and that'll give the Falcons a point. Now 3-4, Gabby Odo back to serve. Falcons trying to knot up the score at 4-4, down 3-4. Haley Gaines gets it over, but a dig by Clark. Crespi gets it to go for SPU. Sean Crespi with a kill, set up by Simone Tran. Simone Tran with over 4,000 assists in her career for the Falcons' all-time lead. As the Falcons get another point to go up 5-4. Tran tonight also leading the Falcons in assists. She has 22, leads the match in fact. Julia Tace has 19 on the side of Simon Fraser. DeBeer gets it over, and DeBeer gets it in. 5-5, Betsy DeBeer. Is an extremely versatile player for the Clan, capable of playing any position along the net. She also possesses great passing and defensive skills in the back row. She's had a great match so far tonight. Tessa May had it tipped in front by Maddie Batiste. Now Batiste winds up for the kill, but May digs it out. 5-5 is the score. Odo Had her attempt denied, but Tessa May gets the kill for Simon Fraser, and the Clan go ahead 6-5. Betsy DeBeer tonight with 6 kills, 2 digs, as that error is committed to make it 6-6. DeBeer also with 8 digs tonight. So very balanced attack, and speaking of balanced attack, there's a big-time attack from May. And the Clan go out in front 7-6. Just makes a different sound when Tessa May connects with it. So strong and so accurate, so great at moving to her right, and just slams it in the middle of the floor. Falcons tie it up. Gabby Stegmoller. And now Haley Gaines will serve it up for SPU. And she commits an error to make it 8-7 Clan. Stegmoller again. Gets it to go again. 8-8. Back and forth we go some more. In set number 3, it's a 2-0 lead for Simon Fraser. Falcons trying to avoid losing 5 consecutive matches at home. Again, it's 8-8, but there's a kill for Kirsten Pinkney. Gina Schmidt says that Pinkney grew up playing multiple sports, brings a big arm and a ton of athleticism to that outside hitting position. We've seen that tonight. Gabby Stegmoller has picked up the last 3 points for Seattle Pacific, and we're still in that seesaw battle here. 9-9. Stegmoller will serve it away. DeBeer and Tay nearly ran into each other, and the Falcons get another point and go ahead 10-9. A block for Sean Crespi, who has made a living doing that in front of the net in her career. That is quickly coming to a close for Seattle Pacific. Crespi again forces the attack error, picks up another block, and SPU goes ahead 11-9. Sean Crespi missed the first 10 matches last year with an injury. Just think where she would be on that all-time block list if she were able to play for the first half of last year. Pretty impressive, her blocking numbers, considering that. Odo, too strong with it. It goes out of bounds, and the Clan get a point back to make it 10-11. Clan down by 1. It'll be a very tough task here on senior night for Seattle Pacific. Western Washington, they're already outright GNAC champions. Perfect 18-0 within the conference, number 2 in Division II volleyball. Falcons trying to give themselves some momentum heading into that match by coming from behind tonight. That one is tipped, and the point goes to SPU. Gabby Odo with a strong hit, went off of one of those red shirts. And the Falcons have a 12-10 lead. And Simone Tran will serve. And another point for the Falcons. Double hit called on Simon Fraser, and it's 13-10. So after it was back and forth, Falcons have stabilized their lead a bit, now up by 3. DeBeer denied by Sean Crespi, who makes it 14-10 Seattle Pacific. And the Falcons are fired up as they head to the bench because Gina Schmidt wants to call a timeout. The Falcons have 5 of the last 6 points on the floor. They are up by 4, 14 serving 10. We'll be right back. You're listening to Seattle Pacific Volleyball on Stretch Internet. The last time the Falcons matched up against the Clan on September 8th in Burnaby, British Columbia, Simone Tran logged her 50th career double-double with 45 assists and 10 digs. Simone Tran with another double-double tonight. 26 assists and 14 digs. Service error committed by Tran there to give a point back to Simon Fraser. It's 11 serving 14. Bianca Tay serves for Simon Fraser. Haley Gaines picks up the point for the Falcons. Haley Gaines with kill number 7. There are a trio of Falcons with 7 kills to lead their team tonight. Gabby Otto, Haley Gaines, and Stegmoller all with 7 apiece. Tessa May batted around by Sean Crespi. Not that time. Now Crespi goes for the kill. Nearly picked it up. Really nice dig by Dolgic. And ultimately the point goes to Simon Fraser. Tamara Clark will serve. Crespi couldn't get it to fall. May got it over, and Gaines digs it out, setting up Tran. Back to Gaines. But a nice dig by Dolgic. And Simon Fraser behind Tessa May makes this a 2-point contest in the third set. An ace for Tamara Clark. 14 serving, 15 now. Clan down by just 1. Talked about Bianca Tay and how the volleyball runs deep into her family. As Maddie Batiste hits that one out, and just like that, we are tied at 15-15. But for Tamara Clark, she has a family history of volleyball success. Her sister Kelsey is a setter at the University of British Columbia. Plays for the Thunderbirds. 15-15 in set number 3. Make it 16-15 Falcons. Haley Gaines once again comes up big with another kill. That is her 8th. Falcons trying to come back, down 2-0. Max Gunn with you from the Royal Brome Pavilion in Seattle tonight. Great to have you with me. Tessa May tried to soft toss it, but Maddie Batiste was right there, and it stays alive. Gaines again. DeBeer got her hands on it. And now Tessa May is set up, but Simone Tran able to dig it. Long rally here. 16 serving 15, Seattle Pacific trying to extend their lead in the third set. Stegmoller able to pick up the point. It went out of bounds. The question was it tipped by Simon Fraser? The officials say it was. 17-15 Falcons. Amanda Gennady back to serve. Gennady will wrap up her career on Saturday as one of the best liberos in Seattle Pacific history. Tessa May, too strong, out of bounds it goes. 18-15 Falcons. Amanda Ganetti's leading the Falcons in digs for the third year in a row. Her 25 against Alaska Anchorage on that last road trip on Thursday gave her over 1,500 for her career. Moves her up to number 2 on the all-time list in that category. And number 13 within the GNAC. Maddie Batiste gets a kill of her own. And now it's 19-15, Seattle Pacific with the lead in this third set. They go up by 4. They're on a 4-0 run, and Gina Schmidt wants to take a timeout. What a response by Seattle Pacific with their backs against the wall, down 2-0. They're up 19-15 in set number 3. We'll take a quick break and be back. Timeout on the floor. You're listening to Falcons Volleyball on Stretch Internet. Out of the timeout, Falcons still have this serve. They're up 19, serving 15, and Amanda Ganetti, the senior libero, sends it off. Falcons trying to hang on in this third set and force a fourth. Batiste picks up another kill. Maddie Batiste with back-to-back kills for Seattle Pacific. The Falcons on a 5-0 run, and they're up 20, serving 15. What a response by the Falcons after this was tied up at 15-15 midway through this third set. Batiste, the sophomore from Portland, as that one goes out of bounds off of the right hand of Gabby Odo to make it 16, serving 20. Simon Fraser gets the serve back. Batiste won a state championship in Oregon in 2016. At Catholic Central High School. And the Falcons get another point to go up 21-16. Haley Gaines picks up the kill that time. And it's her turn to serve, but she will check out and pass the ball to Erin Gould. And it will be Gould to serve, wearing number 11 in white. Pinckney, nice dig by Gould. And that point goes to the Clan. Clan not going away just yet in this third set. Down 17, serving 21, and Tessa May will serve. Tran setting up Stegmoller. Soft toss, but it's kept alive by Simon Fraser. Stegmoller again. Converts. Gabby Stegmoller puts Seattle Pacific up 22, serving 17. A 5-point lead late in this third set. Stegmoller with 9 kills. That ties Haley Gaines for the most on the Falcons tonight. Pinckney had it tapped around. Gould got her hand on it. It's punched in the air by Odo and over. Gould with another dig. Tran setting up Odo. Nice job by Bianca Tay. And the point goes to Simon Fraser. Back within 4. It's 18, serving 22. Julia Tays, who's second on the team with 22 aces, sent back in to serve. Won't get an ace that time. Stegmoller in front. It's kept alive. No, double hit on the Clan, and the Falcons go back up by 5. 23 serving 18, and Sean Crespi comes back in for Amanda Ganetti. Stegmoller will serve. point for the Clan, Tamara Clark.
19-23. Back to the Falcons.
And that brings the Clan back to within 4, 19 serving 23.
Dolgic serves.
Clark contributes in a lot of different spots for Simon Fraser, both as a hitter and a setter. Another point for Simon Fraser now. And Abby Wright wants to take a quick timeout.
Timeout on the court. Falcons leading set number 3, 23.
Falcons leading this third set 23-20. An attack error on Gabby Odo brings the Clan to within 3. And while Abby Wright talks to her team during that timeout, we will keep it right here and keep you updated on some other Seattle Pacific University sports news. Again, the volleyball season wraps up here on Saturday afternoon at the Royal Brome Pavilion against Western Washington at 4 o'clock. It will be senior day in honor of Sean Crespi, Haley Gaines, Simone Tran, and Amanda Ganetti. Casey Reef scored early in the second half on Friday, but Concordia Portland got what turned out to be the game-winning goal just 4 minutes later and beat the Falcons in the first round of the NCAA Women's Soccer Tournament 2-1 in Portland. Seattle Pacific playing in the national tournament for the 15th time in the past 16 years. Very successful soccer program at Seattle Pacific. They finished the season with a 12-6-2 record. All the latest news on Seattle Pacific Athletics is just a click away at www.spufalcons.com. So out of the timeout, Falcons trying to take this third set to force a fourth. Katarina Dolgic will serve, and away it goes. 20 serving 23. Odo keeps it alive. Donahoe just able to get it over. That very nearly touched the ceiling. And a nice dig by Donahoe, getting back in position. Odo picks up the kill. Gabby Odo makes it set point for Seattle Pacific, up 24, serving 20. And Simone Tran will serve for set number 3. This is the exact spot the Falcons were in the second set, and they pick up the win on the ace. History will not repeat itself. From set 2 to set 3, the Falcons force a fourth and are down 2-1. Simone Tran picks up the ace to make it 25-20. The Falcons were ahead 24-20 in the second set before Simon Fraser went on a 6-0 run to win it, to go up 2-0. But the Falcons able to grab a hold of the third set. Again, 25-20, the final in that one. Set number 4 coming up in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Falcons have made this a match again on Stretch Internet. Welcome back to the Royal Brome Pavilion in Seattle. My name is Max Gunn. Great to have you with me on Stretch Internet tonight, where Seattle Pacific, after going down 2-0, able to take set number 3 by a 25-20 final. And now the Clan will serve to start the 4th set. It will be Julia Tays to get it started. Tays has a double-double for Simon Fraser, with 26 assists and 14 digs. Falcons really grabbed a hold of that 3rd set about midway through. Stegmoller was a big part of that. She was denied on that attempt. Here's Gabby Odo, and an early lead for Seattle Pacific. In set number 4, it's 1-0. Stegmoller back to serve. Gabby Stegmoller leading Seattle Pacific in kills right now with 10. Haley Gaines right behind her with 9, and then Sean Crespi has 6. Meanwhile, the Falcons have done a really nice job on Tessa May the last couple of matches, as the last couple of sets rather, as the Falcons go up 2-0 in set number 4. Tessa May had 8 kills after 1 set, and she has just 6 in the last 2 combined. And she is not even on the floor right now. Gabby Odo skying high for it, but dug out of there by Clark. Clark sends it over. Crespi got a hand on it, but on the follow-up, hit it right into the Falcons' side of the net. And the Clan get their first point of the 4th set, 1-2. And in comes Katarina Dolgic to serve. Crespi, too strong, just barely goes out of bounds to make it 2-2. The Falcons will finish below the 500 mark this year overall, but still have a chance to end strong within the GNAC at 9-9 coming into play tonight. Gina Schmidt, the coach of Simon Fraser, not happy. She wanted a double hit called on Seattle Pacific, didn't get it. Rally is still alive. Aaron Gould with a nice dig. Tran setting up Crespi, and Crespi converts. Sean Crespi gets her 7th kill of the night, and that puts Seattle Pacific up 3-2. And now Gina Schmidt talking things over with one of the officials, upset about the no call. And Simone Tran will serve for Seattle Pacific. Tran setting up Crespi, and Crespi with back-to-back points for SPU. 4-2. Falcons lead it. Simone Tran serves it again. Here's Haley Gaines. DeBeer got a piece of it in front, and it's down for a point. Angelica Kilbert ends up being credited with the block. And now Tessa May comes back in for Simon Fraser. DeBeer with a soft toss. Didn't make it over the net. Clan need to get it over, and they do. Crespi, too strong. It goes out of bounds, and just like that, we are all even for serving 4. Bianca Tay dribbles the volleyball a couple of times, now ready to serve. Again, it is 4-4 in this 4th set. A 2-1 lead for Simon Fraser on the road here at the Royal Brome Pavilion against Seattle Pacific. And that is a point for the Falcons.
Point, Falcons.
Haley Gaines.
Serving, Gabby Odo.
will get her 10th kill of the night. Tied with Gabby Stegmoller and Gabby Odo for the team lead in that department. Gaines again, converts again. Make it 11 for Haley Gaines. And now it's 6 serving for SPU. Odo will serve. Picks up the ace. Just the 3rd ace of the night for Seattle Pacific. Amanda Gennady and Simone Tran had the other 2. Simon Fraser with 5 aces on the night. A little pop-up in front. Nice job to go down and get it by Dolgic. And the Clan pick up the point. That's Tamara Clark. Clark, a 3-time Fraser Valley High School All-Star, has also had success in beach volleyball, winning the British Columbia Gold at the U18 level. Betsy DeBeer with a big slam. That brings the Clan within 1. It is 6 serving 7. DeBeer's 2.84 kills per set average is number 2 in the GNAC. And now it's 7 serving 7. Tessa May gets the point there. Seven serving 7. 8 serving 7 as Gabby Odo sneaks it in for her 11th kill of the night.
Serving now, Amanda Gennady.
And Amanda Gennady will serve. That one stays in for DeBeer. And now DeBeer will go back and serve. Behind Tessa May's 14 kills, DeBeer has 8. Stegmoller able to convert for Seattle Pacific. It was tapped around by a couple of different Clan.
Serving now, Haley Gaines.
And Haley Gaines will serve. 9 serving 8. Falcons have a 1-point lead in the 4th set. Down 2 sets to 1. Gaines just able to get that one before it hits the hardwood. Now Stegmoller winds, but a nice dig by Bianca Tay. Batiste, too strong, out of bounds, and now it's 9 serving 9.
On the serve, Tessa May.
And Tessa May will serve. Gennady with a dig. Tran setting up Batiste. It's blocked and down. Number 7, Angelica Kilbert, the 6-foot junior from South Surrey, British Columbia. Ten serving 9. Clan with the lead. Batiste will try again. Rattled around again, no go. And Simone Tran jumping sky high in front of the net, but it goes out of bounds. And it's a 2-0 spurt for Simon Fraser. They take an 11 serving 9 lead. Batiste dug out of there by May. Batiste with a dig of her own. Tran tries to get it over. Being offensive as the setter, but couldn't get it to fall. But Kirsten Pinkney does get it to fall. And Pinkney gets her 9th kill. A 3-0 run for Simon Fraser. They lead at 12 serving 9. Stegmoller, soft toss, May right there. And a nice job by Odo to get down and save that one. Here's Batiste, but De Beer able to save it. And too strong, it goes out of bounds off of the right hand of Pinckney. And the Falcons stop the bleeding momentarily, get a point back. 10 serving 12.
On the serve, Allie Donahoe.
And Allie Donahoe will serve for the Falcons. Donahoe fourth on the team in digs. Switch from outside hitter to libero. Last season, showing her versatility. And that one stays in for Simon Fraser. Angelica Kilbert again, who averages just over a kill a set, has 2 in the last couple of points for the Clan. It's 13 serving 10. Simon Fraser out in front. Pinckney able to get it to drop, just barely. 4-point lead for Simon Fraser, 14 serving 10, and Abby Wright wants to call a timeout. The Falcons' backs remain against the wall, down 2-1 and down 14-10 in set number 4. We'll pause for the timeout and be back. You're listening to SPU Volleyball. This is Stretch Internet. Kirsten Pinckney. Or excuse me, that's Julia Tace to serve for Simon Fraser. Out of the timeout, the Clan with a 14 serving 10 lead. Gould pops it into the air, but Donahoe hits it into the Falcons' side of the net. 15 serving 10. Midway through this fourth set, the Clan have the lead. Donahoe gets it over, dug out by Tace. Clark tried to go offensive as the setter there, but was denied, and that ball is down for Angelica Kilbert. Kilbert's played a very big role tonight, the junior middle blocker. Makes it 16 serving 10, Simon Fraser. Odo. Couldn't get it to fall. Kilbert again, but a nice job by Aaron Gould, the freshman, to get over there. Kept alive by the Falcons and sent over by Donahoe to keep the rally alive. But Kilbert picks up the point again. And the Clan go up 17-10 in set number 4. There's Gabby Odo getting a point back for Seattle Pacific to make it 11 serving 17. The Clan have won 3 matches in a row. And all 3 of those match wins were in a sweep variety. That obviously will not happen tonight with them being up 2-1. They get another point there to go up 18-11, and they are just 7 points away from putting the finishing touches on this one. Falcons trying to rally late in this fourth set, and now a timeout is called on the floor. We'll keep it right here during the timeout and get you caught up in some other Seattle Pacific University sports news. It was a very successful day for the Falcon cross-country teams at last Saturday's GNAC Championships in Monmouth, Oregon. Freshman Kaylee Mitchell ran to third place individually, and the SPU women placed all 5 of their scores in the top 25 to take third place in the team standings with 64 points. That was their best score since 2009, and Mitchell earned the GNAC Freshman of the Year award. Ellis Graff placed 24th in the men's race to lead SPU to 7th place with 183 points. That was their best score since 2012. Both teams, the men and the women for SPU, will run at the NCAA West Regionals next Saturday, November 17th in Billings, Montana. All the latest news on Seattle Pacific Athletics is just a click away at www.spufalcons.com. Get all the Falcon sports news that you cannot get anywhere else on the day it happens. That website again, www.spufalcons.com. Out of the timeout, it will be Dolgik to serve for Simon Fraser. Up 18, serving 11. Make it 18, serving 12. As Gabby Odo just sneaks it in there, it stays in bounds, and Simone Tran will serve for the Falcons. Tran gets it away, and a point for SPU. The return was out on the serve. So give Simone Tran an ace. 13 serving 18 now. Here's Haley Gaines. Big time slam. It's kept alive somehow, but it finally falls. And a point for Seattle Pacific. What a job by Haley Gaines, and somehow the Clan nearly returned that ball. 14 serving 18. Tran setting up Gaines again. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Another point for the Falcons, who are now within 3. 15 serving 18, and Gina Schmidt calls a quick timeout. Falcons not going down quietly. Making a comeback bid in set number 4. They are down 2-1 at home, trying to complete the comeback. We'll step aside and be back. This is SPU Volleyball on Stretch Internet. Out of the timeout, Simone Tran will serve for Seattle Pacific. Down 15, serving 18 in set number 4 tonight. Betsy DeBeer able to pick up the point for Simon Fraser, who goes up now 19, serving 15. And Bianca Tay, the libero tonight, will pick up an ace. 20, serving 15. Haley Gaines, the opposite, able to pick up a point to make it 16, serving 20. Falcons down by 4. They were able to keep this match alive with a third set win. What a slam from Tessa May, who's been pretty quiet, relatively speaking, after she had 8 kills in the first set tonight. 21 serving 16. Clan out in front. May again. Gets the point again, 22 serving 16, and the Falcons down to their final 3 points this evening. Here's Batiste, out of bounds, so close on that far side. The official right on top of it, raised that flag high in the air. A point for Simon Fraser. It's 23 to 16. Clark serves. Crespi tapped around in front. May again, and May gets the point. And that makes it match point tonight. 24 serving 16. Simon Fraser up 2-1. And 1 point away from their 14th victory of the year. But the Falcons get a point. Not so fast. An error committed by Clark on the serve. So now Amanda Gennady will serve for the Falcons. Off it goes. Nearly an ace, but a nice dig by DeBeer. Tran to Odo. Acted like she was going to set up one of her teammates, but got it over. Tessa May. She was denied in front by Stegmoller, who returns the dig. Gaines. Out of bounds. Too strong, and Simon Fraser takes the fourth set and the match. 25-17, the final in set number 4. The Falcons showed some fight, but ultimately it's Simon Fraser coming out on top this evening. The first set went to Simon Fraser, 25-16. The second set went to Simon Fraser as well, 26-24. That's when the Falcons let that 4-point lead get away late. But then the Falcons won 25-20 in set number 3, but the fourth set goes to the way of Simon Fraser, 25-17, and they take this match on the road. With the win, Simon Fraser improves to 14-11 overall this season, and now 11-8 in GNAC conference play. In Seattle Pacific, they fall to 11-15 overall this year and 9-10, a game below the 500 mark within the GNAC conference. Overall tonight, some of the leaders. Haley Gaines led all Falcons in kills. She had 14. Gabby Odo right behind her with 12. Tessa May led the way for Simon Fraser. She had that big match, 17 kills for her. She was just dominant all night long, especially in that first set when she had 8 kills. So the Falcons will try and regroup for their final match of the season coming up on Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. when they welcome the GNAC champion Western Washington Vikings to town. Western Washington a perfect 18-0 within the GNAC conference this season. It will be a very special day here at the Royal Brome Pavilion. It will be Senior Day when the Falcons will honor Amanda Gennady, Sean Crespi, as well as Haley Gaines and Simone Tran before the game in a special ceremony to commemorate their great careers as Falcons volleyball athletes. And it will also be the 1,000th match in SPU volleyball history. They will have a special banner raising ceremony for that, so you won't want to miss it. A very historic and special night coming up here on Saturday against Western Washington. My name is Max Gunn. I will talk to you then. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I am saying so long from the Royal Brome Pavilion in Seattle. Simon Fraser takes this match 3-1. I'll talk to you Saturday at 4 o'clock, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in, and have a great night.